So today we'll be taking a little bit of a field trip. I'm kind of excited about it. I'm going to be going into a town nearby that has an RV dealership, and we're going to be looking at the Class B type vans that we're interested in. Now, we're not in any position at this time to purchase one or anything, but we're going to ask a lot of questions today and get inside.
Refrigerators.
Nice size.
Nice size refrigerator. Freezer and
Well, we took a field trip to a dealership to look for Class B vans, and we were convinced that that's what we wanted. But after seeing them in person and walking through them and getting a feel for them, we walked away surprised. And we quickly realized that Class C vans would probably work better for us. And that surprised me more than anyone. So if you're looking or you're dreaming about van life or downsizing for retirement, this video might save you from making the wrong choice for you. Like so many people, we were convinced that Class B was the perfect answer. It's stealthy, it's easy to drive, it's easy to park, and it feels like real van life, right? We imagined parking anywhere, slipping into small towns and having everything we needed in a compact space. But then imagining it and living it, those are two very different things. When we finally started walking through ClassB vans, reality set in. There's tight bathrooms, there's very limited storage, the beds require setup and takedown, and just feeling that feeling of being cramped together with our two dogs. When we started walking through, we kept asking ourselves, is this what we've been dreaming of? Where do we go when it's raining for 3 days straight? After looking through the ClassB vans, I reluctantly decided to go over and have us take a look at the Class C vans, just for the heck of it. I mean, after all, we're doing research, right? And you need to be thorough in your research. The first thing I noticed when we stepped into the Class C vans was the size and the roominess. Before I stepped into the Class C, I thought I would be uncomfortable with the size of the vehicle. Driving and all and parking. But when I stepped inside, I had an immediate reaction of how comfortable it was. It just felt right. And Victor had the same reaction that I did from the very moment that we stepped into the Class C. We knew it was for us. It actually felt like home. There were two different sleeping areas, which is good for us. An actual bathroom with space to move around in and storage everywhere inside. There was even a huge outside storage area. And we felt like we had the ability to move around without bumping into each other or our dogs. So we feel for retirement that comfort isn't a luxury, it's sustainability. But I'm going to be honest with you, I felt that choosing a Class C would mean I would have to give up my dreams. I was afraid of it being too big or to go anywhere that I wanted to go, or I was afraid of losing freedom. It didn't quite fit my mental image of a van life. And I had to stop and ask myself, are we building a life that looks cool or one that actually works for us? I think this field trip was such a good thing, such a good thing. It reminded me why we are taking our time and doing our research. Because at this point in time, we haven't made any purchases yet. We're not committed to anything. And it's okay to change our minds. In fact, that's a good thing. It just drove home that all the online inspiration that we get from all these van life videos doesn't necessarily equate to real life. And the season that we're in our lives, it really matters. Just because something is popular doesn't mean that it's practical for you. If you're retired or close to retirement or planning long-term travel, the decision matters more than you think. It isn't about B versus C. It's about being honest about what works for you. We're still deciding. And we'll take you with us every step of the way. Our next step is going to be to rent one and stay in it a few nights and see what it feels like overnight. But let us know in the comments below. For you, Class B or Class C? What matters most to you? And don't forget to subscribe if you want real talk about downsizing, retirement, and making big dreams livable.